In the quiet moments of ordinary life, we often find the answers we weren't looking for. This is Quiet Intersections. The light filtered through the dusty window, casting a rectangle on the worn wood floor. A dull thumping sound broke the silence, feet moving over the creaky boards as I approached the kitchen sink. The cool metal of the faucet felt slick against my hand as I twisted it. Water gushed out, a steady stream that shimmered for a moment before pooling in the basin. I grabbed a plate, smooth yet scratched from years of use, and wrung the sponge until it squeaked. I scrubbed the plate methodically, feeling the texture of dried crumbs give way to foam. Each scrape echoed softly in the empty room, a small reminder of meals once shared. It was quiet, but not heavy, just the occasional drip of water echoing off the bottom of the sink as I rinsed. The scent of soap filled the air, plain but lingering. Standing there, I thought about Samuel, how everyone had mourned him not long ago. His absence hung over everything like haloed dust motes caught in daylight. I wiped my hands on a kitchen towel stained with remnants of tomato sauce and sat at the old wooden table, glancing at a chair that might have been occupied at some point. It creaked gently under my shift. There were stories here, but they felt lost among whispers of time that seemed uninterested in telling them again. Back when David fled to the wilderness after Samuel died, it seemed he held onto those moments tightly while most around him rushed past their fleeting importance. The house was quiet except for a scattering of thoughts that flitted between memory and longing. A man named Nabal owned sheep nearby, his wealth spread across rolling hills in Carmel. Not just sheep, but goats too, a testament to abundance so great it seemed unreachable to me now, leaning against this table in an unkempt house in need of paint. Then I recalled Nabal's shearers gathering sheep by the dozen, each one bleating desperately while hooves danced clumsily over fallen straw. It was hard work demanding attention, time-consuming yet repetitive, much like washing these dishes. Wash, rinse, dry, wash, rinse, dry, over and over. Sometimes I caught myself watching the process unfold rather than participating directly in it. He thought about Nabal's shearing, those woolly flocks cut free under bright Celtic skies, where long shadows shifted slowly as sunbeams poured over all things green and gold. Then he thought about David fleeing into emptiness toward wilderness walls that echoed anyway no one dared hear. Back to the plate. Each scrub followed by a tiny flick to knock away stubborn water droplets. He wondered if others paused to think like this, or if they too were simply swept along by the current of their lives, with burdens they could not shed like wool from sheep during harvest time. His mind circled back to Nabal again, men shearing sheep while droplets formed in their brows, creating avenues for dirt and sweat down chiseled cheeks paired with stern gazes, overlooking boundless fields and aspirations high above earthly goods. The parable wasn't lost on him, yet kept fading just beyond reach. Then David drifted once more. The relentless, lonesome pursuit, matching icy solitude on these quiet afternoons, disrupted only by gatherings of shadows cast by hanging lamps, silent witnesses across undulating hills, divided between valleys of luxuriant greens, brushing freely beneath scattered flock, above layered skies, rife with vagueness and depth, guiding those below with glaring reflection on muted fears and half-formed dreams melded together within countless repeat cycles. As comfort settled back around him like an old blanket that smelled somewhat familiar but never quite felt right again, staring blankly at unfinished dishes, watched water swirl and drain away, leaving faded traces behind among echoes lost drifting beneath memory-littered floors, soaking warmth regret would never provide. Nourished by nothing at this moment but sandpaper walls holding onto silent understandings amidst cracks, leading nowhere outside. Creeping symphony overrun from yesterday's excess gathered slowly through quiet organization amongst forgotten spaces, haunted seldom journeys silenced. The kettle began to whistle softly from across the kitchen's edge, a beckoning perhaps? Yet still he lingered, staring out through thin biscuited fog on distant trails, winding along dusty roads marked by nobody's footprints since seasons shifted again, totaling beyond recognition. Some stories don't end when the video ends. They stay with us, If this one did, you're welcome to stay a little longer. Subscribe for more quiet stories.